Hey guys, SeiferKatt here, and welcome back to Factorio. Oh my gosh, lots to do today. So we're getting a lot of tin, that's good, but the lead is kind of slowed down. In fact, that's kind of slowed down a lot of things. I had written down something else actually. So lead was one thing, liquefied geodes. Oh yeah, okay, well, let's do lead first, because I think that's going to be the #1 priority, but I do have another plan. Okay. So right now I still want to get that down there, just lead, because tin's going all right, but I'd rather the lead come from up here because otherwise I'm not using it. So what I might even do is we've got nickel and lead still being unused. I might just expand this rail yard out a little bit further. To include the lead. I don't particularly need it right now, but it's good to have just ready for me when I do need it. I really need construction bots. Every time I do that manually, it's like, oh, right, I have to then actually connect it normally. Okay, so connect. It's actually a pretty long network. I'm sure I could do something with that later. And you know what? It probably wouldn't be bad to have this just a little bit. That way that that blocks all its own thing. Okay. So we want another train station. Probably another train as well. That might be good. Okay. Another train station. You. Another train. Another wagon. Another way to get the good stuff over here. Because you got to let those good times roll. And by the good times, I mean, what is it called? Charcoal? You got to let the charcoal roll. It rhymes, and thus you know it's got to be good for you. And I like that we've got the bigger belts. That's pretty exciting. Don't have quite as much room as I thought we'd have. That's okay. We'll make do. Kind of a weird, abstract kind of way. Actually, that weird or abstract, that's just going to be a little bit fiddly. It'll do the job, though. Now I need to actually get the lead up here. The best way to get the lead up there is probably go high, I think, on this one. Nickel, I've got to figure out what to do with that at some point. There is some good compounds you can make with nickel, but quite frankly, I don't need any of them right now, so it's not super exciting. Maybe it'll be exciting later. You always got to be ready for excitement in Factorio. It's a very thrilling game with a lot of stuff happening. You know, it's crazy, so action-packed. It's obviously not an action-packed game, but I do love it anyway. So, and there. Okay, good. So I'll put our lead in there. And that's good. We've got the lead going somewhere. Well, we've got the lead going in the chest, and we're going to call this lead ore pick. I'm going to rename some of these stations. Slag pick. Slag pick's always good. Alu pick. It's going to be alu ore. Otherwise, it's going to get confused with aluminium pick, which is going to happen later, probably. Gold ore pick. Okay, and that doesn't... that needs probably to do be something. So gold ore pick. Wait until full. Or time passed Honestly, right now, 10 minutes. That's 5 minutes. That's probably fine. And then gold ore drop. Just wait until it's empty. Pretty simple. And then it'll just loop. So much in the same way. That one's fine because we've already had that one going. And the aluminium one's got nowhere to go yet because we're still waiting on the advanced smelting. So, this train, fairly simple. It's lead ore pick, time past 300, which is 5 minutes. Or if it's full, I don't anticipate that ever happening, at least not in the near future. And then we want this train to go around here to a station that does not yet exist, but it will soon. Alternative idea, what if, because I was looking at lead earlier. I'm just going back to where I was now. Fine. So lead ore needs to be made into ingots, and the ingots make sulfur dioxide gas and require oxygen. So maybe we'd be better off, because I don't need the lead plates. It's not something you need very often, and lead doesn't really turn into... Okay, I guess lead ingots are used for that, but lead ingots aren't really used for much. Molten brass, but I'm pretty sure you make molten brass in other ways. Yeah, you do. So the only thing I really need lead ingots for is when I'm trying to make solder, which I probably do actually want to be down there. Okay, no, never mind. I was in the right place. Let's go back down there. Because I want the solder, the lead ingots to be near where the solder is. So we will still do that. We got 3,000 lead just sitting here. Okay, so if anything tries to come through here, it's going to absolutely hang up everything. We will also probably do a second line going the other way soon. Just because a second line going the opposite direction is probably a good idea. Oh wow, we're out of sand. No, the sand's over there. Okay, I've got a plan. If I take the train, I'll come to some sand. So I want to have the train going both directions. It'll be a novel idea. Don't stop there, please, because if you stop there, you will start trying to fill up my slag with lead, which will go over right like a lead balloon or a lead zeppelin. Just a lead flying device of some sort. You don't want that. Right. So, do I need the sulfur dioxide gas? Probably not right now. Where do I keep sand? Oh my gosh, I've just had a moment where I'm just like, where are things? I don't remember. Okay, well there's some sand over there. I just remembered where a large chunk of sand is, and it's not here. I mean, 125 sand, well, good. 182 sand, that's helpful, sure, but I need more like 5,000 chunk of sand would be nice. 381, have I done this recently? I feel like I may have done this recently. I'm not finding a lot of sand. Okay, so I got 1,000 sand. I was kind of hoping for a bit more than that, but it's what we got. I know where I'd find more sand actually, but that's alright. We don't need it right now. Now the goal here of this little operation, the good news is we can steal the wood pellets from here. So we're going to go down, despite the fact I was building up. Okay. Go down like that, give a bit of room, and then swing up again. some point we're going to have some, not loops, what are they called? Roundabouts. I think they've got other names in other countries. I don't know what you call a roundabout in other countries. A road that goes round in a circle, what do you call them? I've got only a very British name for them. It's going to frustrate me now. What is it called? I don't know. Roundabouts. It's going to stick with that. Okay, so lead or drop. Good. And then we're going to kind of stay down here for now. No, I'm still stuck on what is it called when a road goes in a circle. And all the cars go in the circle, and then there's like a get out of the circle. Roundabouts. It almost sounds like that 4chan meme where it's just like my face when Americans call them roads, not clippity-cloppity horse tracks. I mean, to be fair, they are called clippity-cloppity horse tracks. So I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so where's my train? It's over there. Okay, well, stop that. I could just, can I just shift click, right? No. No. Oh shit, who knows where that train's going to go now? Oh, it is shift click. Okay, well. Cargo, okay. Please come here. Just stay off the track, otherwise I could be getting my first trail death. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not right at all. They've got to be in boxes, don't they? Otherwise everything will just take forever. And the fact that it's adjusted slightly to the left probably doesn't matter. Or to the right. It's left, my right. Okay, cool. So now what we need is the old blast furnace. I don't have the stone or the anything for. Hopefully I think the stone's fairly close to here. The stone was up here, yes. What else am I missing for blast furnaces? Probably steel. Oh no, got enough. Blast furnace, then I need induction, and then I'm gonna actually get a casting, just one. Because I'm gonna cast it back into up here. Sand is gonna be the problem for this endeavor, but hopefully it won't be too big a problem. But I frankly do not know. Okay, so blast furnace, it's always a good start. Lead. We're going to need oxygen as well. I do not think there's any oxygen near here. So we're going to have to build something. Just air filter 1 should be enough, and then a chemical plant. Also probably enough. Okay, probably don't need that. You know what? I was going to say don't need that chemical plant. Might as well have that chemical plant. Not going to hurt anyone having it. So air filter. Oh, we're going to need a flare stack as well, aren't we? Okay, because we don't really need the nitrogen yet. There will be a time when we need so much nitrogen it won't be funny, but that's not today. Okay, and Just chuck that bad boy into there. Boop. You know what? Let's make that bad boy less bad, but the same amount of boy. And flare stack, we already had 2. There we go. Good. Then we're going to need to get some wood pellets in there. Got kind of scared there. I've started crossing tracks without paying any attention. Oh, already that was a recipe for disaster. Oh, that can go that way. So we're going to build this in reverse. Got a little bit of Porky Pig thing going on over there. That's all, folks. That's not all, folks. See, this is why you plan, because if you don't plan, you get to the situation immediately when nothing works. All right. Does it specifically have to be charcoal? I don't think it does. I think it's just a fuel. Yeah, it is just a fuel. Okay. And then we need to power all this up. The wood pellets are coming down. Beautiful. And that's going to make that. Then we're going to induct them. We probably need a plan for the sulfuric acid. You know what? I do have a plan for now. We're just going to melt it or burn it away. We could have a better plan for it later, but right now I think we've got more sulfuric acid than we know what to do with. Okay, and that's going to make my lead happen. And we're still being very sparing on the sand here because I know how much we're almost out of it. And we need that to go straight up from here, and then we've saved the world with lead. It's every marketing manager's dream, saving the world with lead. Yikes. Okay, let's just stop this from happening from the side. Then we want that casting machine that we planned earlier, because we were planning this. Oh, yes, we were. And that way we don't also need to worry about the charcoal that was needing to come into here. And then plates, which is also going to be more efficient than what I was doing previously, so that's nice. What I may do is have them going split like that. Or actually, I could even... It's wasting a little bit of power, but it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's wasting 500 watts. I don't really care. Okay, so that's going to make in the lead. We need to deal with this nickel box, which we're just going to put over here for now. It's everyone's favorite band, nickel box. Okay, now that we've got rid of that, now I was also thinking maybe we'd turn this one into rubite. Rubite? I don't know. But let's just have more. That's in the wrong place, that's in the wrong place. Don't need that anymore because nothing's going that way. Means I can also cut rid of those. And there's no reason for that splitter anymore. Okay, good. Oh wait, no, there was a reason for that splitter, because that's still going to make crushed stone. Okay, well that was a waste of time. Anyway. My god, what is up with all these power poles? They are absolute chaos over here. Okay, so then the things come out, and actually, no, it just goes down that way. Cool. Okay, that should tidy that up a bit. Wait, why am I making rubrite? That's literally the thing I said I didn't need. I need boblium. I don't even pronounce boblium, but I don't care. Okay, well the rubrite's going to go that way. Oh well. Because I don't need the rubrite anymore, because it's all coming in from the crushed ore. Okay, and then now we've got to make the actual right stuff. Okay. The good news is we can grab this stuff and we can put it in a place where it can be used. Hopefully that makes my, what is it, tin production a little bit better, while also improving my lead. I mean, hell, why don't I just do another one? There's no harm. I mean, I could just make another casting machine, and then I could do it so it's less weird. And less weird is always probably a good thing. That's what my teachers always told me in school. Like, I listened to them though, I was always super weird. I know I'm going to make this normal. That was only weird because I liked video games. Which isn't even weird anymore. Just super normal now. He says playing a game about factory management. Okay, maybe not super normal. That might be going a bit far. So that's plenty of lead coming through now, meaning the science should be going absolutely bonkers. Yeah, look at it. Science packs. Woohoo! More victories. Okay. Next up, I want to liquefy these geodes. And while I'm here, I might as well drop off the rubite ore because, I mean, I could just throw it in a bin and just forget about it forever, but let's use it, you know? Okay, so we're making all these geodes, and that's wonderful, but if I liquefy them, which of course means I need to get some sulfuric acid over here, which isn't as hard to do as I initially thought it might be. I could try and search for it, but there we go. And this one's fine because the equivalence is not the type that's going to really ruin me. So let's get the sulfuric acid over here, which I believe chills out just under here. There it is. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, okay, aluminium's done. That's good. Construction bots are next because I've wanted those for a while. I actually already have them. Huh. Well, let's just get something else that I probably need. Stack inserter capacity bonus. Not using stack inserters right now, but maybe in the future I will. Okay, so now that's melting them down. Pretty good. And we'll take it up. Because up here is where we're going to find all our delicious crystal slurries. I mean, I don't know if it's actually delicious. I haven't tried eating it. And generally I wouldn't, because generally drinking green liquids is a bad idea. Unless, of course, it's... green apple Fanta. I miss you so much. I don't care that you're a Coca-Cola product. Part of me just really wants to just do a real big push, get it back. But it's been gone for years, so maybe it's about time that I just give up. Okay, so also it appears that we're now making... Oh, now we're making enough mineral sludge. I see how it is. Let me do all this work and then tell me, oh no, we've got enough, we don't need any more. Little bastards. Just think you're so cool. Don't... Wait, where's my gold gone? What's gone down there? Okay, cute. We probably don't need it to be full as well. Time passed. Off it goes. 300 seconds. Every 10 minutes can go off for a journey. And off goes the lead. Alright. So that's been all very good. It appears that we do have enough mineral sludge, which means the mines will be working... Well, mines? There are no mines! Everything will be working at the best it can. So I think it's time to have the second track. Then we get aluminium sorted, and then we probably start looking at a new element. Or do we dare finally getting what's it called? See, already I've made it kind of difficult for myself to do this because I built on the inside. Yeah, I've already done something stupid with this. If I build on the inside, there's see, sometimes I go inside, sometimes I go outside, so I've already run into a problem. That's all right. Maybe I don't even need to worry about that. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. And I will change depending on which... I've made a mess already of my train system. Which is fine, because I'm just going to build around it and just make it worse with every successive moment. Okay, that's fine. So maybe in the corners I'll make a loop, like a circle. Yeah, so this is already absolutely an absolute problem. But that's okay. Can you just not be right there, please? Can you be there? I'd appreciate that if you could be there. Okay, and then it runs all our power, but yo, new fancier lines. Ooh. And the best part about this is I know I'm going to get hit by these trains what I'm doing now. Okay. The plan right now is just to have an outside line. And right now that is going to be a problem because the outside line is then going to get in the way of everything. So we're going to have it do a spin. Spinning is a good trick. So, if it comes in this way, I want it to be able to turn around. If I want it to be able to turn around, it's going to need to go... Or I could just worry about that later. Yeah, let's worry about that later. Just keep building. Worry about the ramifications of everything we've... This is turning more and more into my true story about like a city building a rail network where it's just mistake after mistake and they just sort of have to live with it. Because to change it is going to be too much work. But of course, if they changed it when they noticed the problem, then they would have had no problem. But no, they're never doing that. Getting a little too real, honestly. Okay. Just... Wait, I remember the mistake I made last time. I was doing this all hand by hand, and then at the end I was like, why didn't I just do it on a train? I'm going to get a train. That'll make it much faster. Of course, I can't just get a train. I have to go and get like 20 engines first, but I think I have 20 engines just lying around. I'll rephrase that. I totally know I do. Okay. We have just picked up like a bunch of fast belts. The tin is still going to come in, and that's still going to be stolen by this first, but that's okay because the tin's coming in faster than ever before now. Look at it, it's just coming in. Ain't no one stopping the tin. It's coming in, ain't no one stopping the tin. Alternatively, I could just stop this from taking it. Just holding tin in the air. Okay, so I had a plan. I was getting engines. I'm one short. I have probably one too many. I do. Train going northbound with fuel of wood pellets. That's fine. Wood pellets are a fine fuel. Okay, now we Wallace and Gromit it. What I need is another train to come back and also be doing the same thing. One more. Yeah, looks better. Okay. Okay, so that's something. Now we need more sand. I like having to need sand. It makes me feel like it's the old days again. I don't even remember where we get sand from anymore. Some from there, some from somewhere else. We'll get plenty of sand though. I mean, there's always more opportunities for more sand. It's kind of everything you do just makes sand in one way or another anyway. It's just the end result of all things of mankind's creation is just more sand. No matter what you do, there'll be more sand because of it. Could make the mud farms a little bigger here, but... Hey, thanks for following Max Gaming. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so we're going to need more sand. That's always going to be a thing. As I said, it's the extent of human creation that everything should become sand. I too, one day, will become sand, and some enterprising engineer will make a single patch of land using my body. Actually, that got really depressing there. Couldn't it be something cool like tin? Or, is anything cooler than tin? Yes. Uranium is way cooler than tin. It's a bit more terrifying than tin, though. I mean, tin doesn't tend to, you know, poison people to death. Lead does, though. Lead's cool. I don't know if the definition of a cool thing is if it can hurt you. Uh, see, what's this? What is this? Oh, I know what I've done here. Because I have a part where the train networks intersect, this train that I'm using for my building is on their network and it refused to move until I fix that. Okay, let's fix that now. And to be fair, it's good that we're seeing that now because it was always gonna happen. So they should be happy-ish now. Yeah, they're happy now. Happy-ish, rather, because the train networks are still very much under construction, so they don't have very many rail signals. They'll cheer up. So we're about halfway, I think, from constructing this other square around. I think we're going to have to do another flip of the trains just because I built with no planning. It's always important when building is... I was going to say something stupid, but now I'm actually thinking it's not stupid, so I'll just say it. I think it's always important when building is, you know, you've always got to do some planning, but you've also got to know when to stop planning and just to do it. And yeah, sometimes you'll break stuff. And that's honestly probably okay. Because breaking stuff is also, you know, it's like, well, at least you did something, you know? You didn't just go, oh, well, I was too afraid I might ruin something, and so I did hours and hours of planning. You're like, well, that was my day. Like, no, just do it. What's the worst that could happen? Trains get stuck? It happens. Trains have to do a weird loop for the next 400 hours? Yeah, that's what I've actually created. All of a sudden, I wish I'd planned this more. But it's not going to be as bad as the first time I did SeaBlock, where I actually had something that would almost cause motion sickness. So as long as you're not causing motion sickness, keep going. And if you are causing motion sickness, close your eyes around those points. It's the best advice I can give you. Just close your eyes, just pretend it's not happening. Yikes, that's bad advice no matter what you're saying. There's no way that... Oh, 2,000 sand. I guess I'd missed that one for a while. Yeah, close your eyes and pretend it's not happening. I don't care what that is advice for. It is bad advice. Uh, Kick and scream. Don't get taken to a second location. That's being kidnapped. Don't be kidnapped. That's another good piece of advice. Probably didn't need to research that. It turns out it took 200 green science. Well, that's just what it did. It took 200 green science and it's almost finished. Even though I'm not using stack inserters yet, it's still something I'll need one day. Uh, I mean, look, I'm never going to be building the proper city blocks thing that I see people like making a fantastic thing on Reddit. I love them. I love good city blocks. But I like to have city blocks almost from a city that has just gotten so old and not decadent, but just an old city where there was planning to begin with, but at some point there was a great fire of London, and then it just all got away from them. I'm not specifically saying I'm building London here, but you know, I mean, I've never been to London. I was about to make a joke at London's expense, but I was like, well, what has London ever done to me? Nothing. London's literally never done anything to or for me. And that's okay. They don't need to. I'm not British. I mean, I'm technically a Commonwealth citizen, but that's okay. Let's go like that. Yep. Okay, rad. And we're just going to keep walking along. And here is where we're going to need another switch. Because here is where I built on the outside rather than the inside. Why do I do this to myself? Because you got to do it. You got to do something with your life. Okay. That's good. And then... this time we're going to make a quite quick change where we're going to remember that we need to put the rail signals out. The problem what I've done here, and this is going to be real fun for later, is I am going to forget which side the trains are going on. So I'm going to have to assume that all trains can come from either direction. So that's going to be just that added little bit more fun. You know, you don't know when the train's going to fucking smack you down. Speaking of which, here's one now. Oh boy. The trains are like the man. You think they're on your side, but they'll keep you down. Yeah, this one's going to be... oh, fuck. Okay, that's our first train collision. I like the idea that the other AI trains, they're just so understanding. It'd be cool if there was a sound effect of just like a swear, but I just like the idea the train's like, oops, must be my fault. Sorry about that, Chief. And you're like, it's okay. And it is actually entirely your fault. And I... see, then you build on the inside and the outside, and then you got nothing to do. This one I'm actually going to rebuild it because I think this is a case where you don't. This is a case where you just go, no, this has to not be here. Okay, Control Z is not doing anything. That's wonderful. It thinks I'm trying to copy the land. Oh wait, if I Control V, it'll actually bring up the right thing, I think. If I didn't control... oh, actually, no, yes, it does work. So dance the computer genius, man. Okay. Just get rid of everything with a red X on it, and then just press Q a bunch and just click whatever it tells you it should be there. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, of course, yes. Sounds right. Good. Good thinking. Yes, love it. Okay. Yep. That's right. Absolutely. Yes. Of course. Screw those level 1 things. And at some point I just decide, no, I'm gonna ignore the advice of the world. So clearly I don't even listen to my own advice. I guess that's not really a surprise. Okay. We have a bunch of wooden electric poles, and quite frankly, while I was doing that, I don't care anymore. So that's going to be making my chloric oxide. That's not what it's called. Chlorine oxygen, hydrogen, chloric oxide. Is that even a thing? Or am I just saying words and pretending they're real? Words aren't real. That's one thing I gotta admit. Some people say words are real and have existed since time long began. They're liars. They lied to you. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Words have never been real and will never be real. Everything is just a collection of sounds and screams and begs for mercy. That's just the truth of it. Okay, so now we have a 2-lane track. Why? There is no way to go from one lane to the other. But yeah, I mean, there will be. Be patient. I'm actually talking to myself there more than anyone else. Just like me going like, why did I do this? I'm gonna put some... Man, I'm so looking forward to just getting hit by a train. Out of context, that was terrifying. It's gonna happen though. I'm gonna be just like minding my own business and then whammo, train. Okay, so now that we've got the train network, put that over there and that right there. Cool. I would love to have a repair tool just because I don't want to put a broken train in my bags. I think that's just frustrating. Cool. Hey Cronbron, you don't need to go to the train. Click on train, hold control, and click on the rails on the map. That is a very good point. I did know that, but I forget it every moment. So thank you for reminding me. Yeah, maybe that's the point. Maybe that train should just be like my... You're right, I didn't need to walk to the train. Look, the train's had a very hard day, and I think he appreciates it when I walk to it. Right now I'm anthropomorphizing a train. Eh, I've done worse. Alright, so... so we're not making a lot of red belts right now because we slowed everything down that we're starting to do the tin that way. But I think this is still good. Copper and iron is still absolutely backlogged, but that's because everything is good. And you know what? If everything is backlogged because things are good, I don't care. I'm happy with that. Oh, why is nothing moving? Because everyone's happy. I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds stupid. Yeah. You are what you are, I suppose. Okay, aluminium. That's the next thing I need to do. So we've got gold, for some reason, being manufactured in the middle of nowhere. Aluminium, we have no train place for... Oh, no, we do. Aluminium's going there. Nice. Slag, that's probably... Yep, that just recently emptied. Okay, so aluminium. The plan is for that to go next to the gold ore. So Using the great reminder of Kron there, I'm going to go all this very long way. It's very stressful. It's a long journey. Many people will not survive, but we lucked out. Also, that's right, there is no charcoal production here, so no gold is actually being made, and these aren't even going in boxes. It's just even running this factory. Factory being run by idiots. No one answer that. I know the answer, please. Ooh, boy. And that one can go down. That one up, just to make sure that... Probably didn't need to quite do that, but... Okay. So, now we've got that. So now the gold can actually be emptied from the chests. That's great, but it doesn't actually help us, because we still don't make gold. We didn't even set these up to be made. We just left it. We're like, there's no charcoal? Fuck it, I'll deal with it later. Alright, so what I am going to do though is I'm going to push this one out here. This one go a little bit longer away, and that could be where the aluminium comes in. And then back in like that. Alright, so number one rule of doing these sorts of things is always make sure you've got your train networks, your signals done, because if you don't, you're going to break everything. It's still on automatic. Okay, so you can live here for now. You're happy. Happy little train. Okay, so aluminium. What do I need for that? Probably not much, but I remember there was a reason why I was happy that was next to the gold. Don't remember what that reason was, but I was pretty happy about it. Because sodium hydroxide came from the gold. Just oh yeah, side of this. I feel like every time I have a good plan. No, it's not true. Every time I have a good plan, sometimes it's luck, and sometimes, like, build it next to the gold. That was luck that I thought that. Build it miles away from the gold. Okay, well, you were close to having a good plan. You know, thumbs up, I guess. Good job, you tried. Okay, so we got some worms. Time to use these grenades. Ah! Okay, that should be them done. Good. There's some worms up there, but I think they're fine. They're not going to bother anyone right now. Just had a real quick question. Artillery wagons. They don't require as much to build as I thought they did. Interesting. That's artillery wagon 3. We're going up. We want to go down. Go down on artillery wagons, please. I mean, they take 2,000 science, but... No, that's still not just... Oh, was artillery wagon just part of that? Okay, so they take 2,000 science. Okay, so the sooner we get the artillery wagons, I think the happier I'll be, because then I never need to deal with the worms again. They do need a lot of science, but quite frankly, once you've got the artillery wagons, you never need to worry about the worms again. I remember last time I was doing things like rockets and make one plasma turret. What is the range of a plasma turret? You know what? You've raised a good question. Range of plasma... Oh, wait, that's Mark 3 again. Mark 1. Range is 60. What is the range of worms? 25. You know what? I like it. I don't think it's going to be a forever forget about the worm problem, but it's certainly forget about it until you get around to 2000 science. Yeah, you know what? I respect that. I love having the train network of, like, the train artillery wagon, which doubles as my personal truck. Truck? What? Why did I say truck? Doubles my personal thing. Oh, really? Does not even the behemoth worms get that big? Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Good advice. I like it. Thank you. Yeah, okay, I will do that because then I don't need shit tons of... Okay. Okay. Good advice. So it doesn't need blue tick, just needs grey, which I am almost there. It needs 20 alien artifacts, which I've probably already got them somehow. Battery's the only thing I really need, and of course, abrasive weapons testing, which I honestly need to do. Maybe that's next. Maybe that's next. What am I doing? I was getting stuff for chests. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Thank you for the advice. I will definitely be doing that. This is the problem with this mod. It's not really a problem, but it's just an observation rather, that because you never have to deal with biters, you don't really notice a lot of the weapon stuff. Like a lot of the really cool weapons you see, it's just like when you get there, you're just like, I don't need any of this. Like, just going into it real quick, just to talk about I mean, like, shotgun plasma cells. I am not using this much alien research to make shotgun plasma shells. I don't know if they're good. I'm not buying them because artillery wagons and plasma wagons, plasma turrets, as we find out, will do the job. I am still going to build the artillery turret one at some point because I like having a big F-off train that just sits in my base until I need it. But it'll certainly do the job. No, they're too far away. Okay, let's just train this. Oh, get some wires out here. We do need to get some burnables out here, but that's not going to take too long. Blast furnace, I already know what's the problem I've made here. Induction, maybe. Do I have an... Oh, I do have enough for the basic standard 3. Wonderful. And then we're going to need to get the sodium hydroxide, I think it is. It is sodium hydroxide. I feel kind of good about knowing that. Also, like, I'm a terrible person. Well, not a terrible person. That's a bit much. I'm a terrible person for knowing that's sodium hydroxide. That's a bit much. More that I am... What's the word? Obsessive? No, I've played this mod for 500 hours. That's not obsessive. If by 500 hours you don't know how useful and annoying sodium hydroxide is, don't know what you're doing. Okay. So, blast furnace. Making it happen. Make it rain! Don't know why I said make it rain. We're not making anything rain today. It is a sunny day. And again, I still don't know why I've built this so far away from everything. It was really not needed. Hey, Dark Rail. You know what? That's absolutely fair. Yeah. I mean, that is also true, yeah. I mean, playing Factorio already is a pretty nerdy thing, and then it's like, oh, I play Factorio, but I'm gonna do the nerd voice. It's like, I'm sorry, I play Factorio with like a mod that takes 20 times longer to play. Yeah, that was like Nerd Valley Girl. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I liked what I became. Oh, wait, no, there's another step. What have I missed? Aluminium ore needs to go to a powder mixer. Then it goes to the blast furnace. Okay, so now Nerd Valley Girl is what I do. Okay, and then it needs carbon, which means I probably should bring charcoal over. Okay, so I need a powder mixer. Do we have enough for a powder mixer? We do! Wow. More and more surprised. The ratios of this are all going to be off, and quite frankly, I don't care to. That's an ore powderizer. They're different things, apparently. Powder mixer. You know what? I reckon... Please tell me that didn't use stone. It didn't. Okay. It would have been way funny if it just used the last thing I needed. But it didn't. Powder mixers are not the same as powder or powderers. I mean, I guess that sense. One of them mixes, the other one bashes the shit out of it. Got really aggressive there for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so what do I need? I need stone, which I have some of that. Okay, that's powder mixer. That's the right stuff. Probably. Hello. This part of my base is always just going to be like really annoying to walk through. I'll never have a rail system going through it. And that's why, if you've been here before, I was lamenting why I was building a big square of rail. That's pretty much why, because at some point it's like, yeah, sure, you could put a train network through it, but you're not gonna. That's the ore powderizer again. Where's my powder mixer? There it is. Okay, good. Did it, guys. Did it. Very impressed on who we are as people. You know what, you've gone a little... I don't know that answer, I'm afraid. I've never played Bobs or Angels outside of this mod. I only ever play it with the mod of SeaBlock. So, I mean, you got me on that one, I'm afraid. And quite frankly, I don't... I mean, I give a little bit about ratios, but really, it's not about ratios I care about so much as how much you can fit on a belt that I care about. And I've got a little mod that does that sort of thing. That's wonderful, but I don't use Helm mod and work out all that sort of jazz. And I do sometimes, but most of the time it's just, you know, if a belt's full, call it a good day and pat yourself on the back. You did it. You know, you're a good boy. But right. Then you've got this aluminium hydroxide, and then you need to blast it a second time. I got to use double blastings? Double blastings? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe. Gosh, that's one hell of a ratio. I was going to say that or you be patient, but honestly, who has time for patience? You got shit to do, you know? Yeah, I'm just going to take a bunch of the bronze because I really need that with me. Okay, so another blast furnace. It's iron that I was needing, not... Yeah, if you're waiting in Factorio, it just means you've got more time to build. Or that. That's good too. Don't worry, I'll plan to fuck things up too. Like, I've got it in my schedule. Build, also fuck something up. It's a lot how I do things in life. You know, answer emails, also fuck something up. My boss really wishes that second part wasn't there. He also wishes it wasn't in my, like my email signature. I do good work. Also, I fuck things up. She's like, Steve, just take that out of your signature, please. Please just don't tell our customers that. I'm like, that's fine. What are they going to do? Read it? And then there's complaints. They did read it. All right, I've already built an induction. There's a thing I like to do later. I don't know if it's a good idea, where I would just have like big long lines of things like this. And the idea is it would be like 12 lines, and the lines would sort of make sure they had everything they needed. When I get to that stage, I will definitely be checking ratios. But I don't need to do that now. We will get to that point though, definitely. Okay. Okay, so with this modern marvel of science and mayhem, we are probably ready to start figuring out how the heck we can get charcoal in here. Because one, we need charcoal in here, and two, we also need charcoal in here. Wait, really? That's awesome. Wait, a sad little orc? What was he sad about? Orcs were always my favorite. I don't know if they're good. I certainly didn't play them in a way that they were good, but I mean, I got some history with orcs, in both a good and a bad way. There's some trauma, mostly caused by me. But look, I approve of an orc as a team's icon. Uh, I mean, oh, that's good. Phew, I was worried there was just a perpetually unhappy orc. A friend of mine used to do a thing with so I used to play, and oh god, it was like second or third edition. So that tells you how old I am if you want to do that. But I had a friend who had a squad of storm boys who, of course, have a tradition of blowing themselves to pieces because they're orcs with rockets strapped to their backs, if you don't know. I need charcoal. Sorry, getting too into my own story there. But yeah, so the storm boy orcs have rockets strapped to their backs. They typically kill themselves. So he had one that was called the saddest orc, and this orc just had like a little he made a little first aid pack for him, and just like he had like 3 first aid packs strapped to his back, which was really funny. I mean, we were like 15. There we go. That was almost the first train death. So it was eternal amusement because the rule was, I mean, it wasn't a rule so much as a guideline, but our rule was whenever that an orc would die due to a misfiring of the rocket engines, it was always him first. Which, endless amusement. I've always said, like with orcs, if having a bunch of orcs die doesn't make you laugh, you're playing the wrong army. And it's not even because like, ha ha, orcs die, filthy greenskins. More just like, hey, the orc exploded. That's funny shit right there. I mean, orcs' heads explode on a regular basis. How is that not funny? Okay, we need to make carbon. Now, carbon is going to be easier to make than ever before because we have electric boilers. Maybe I'll just do it from here. I know it's not exactly... Okay, well, that's fine. We don't... Okay. Have the... The only thing I can think of things with heads exploding is like the remake of the giraffe who was a psyker. Like an imperial psyker. Behold, I am a sanctioned psyker. And then his head explodes. But instead it's like lions, because I guess that was the original comic. I don't know, but I love it. If you find the comic, please do feel free to link it, because... Oh god, why was... Because they were deafened by their own guns. It's the only assumption. They couldn't hear the Imperial Guards going pew 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 pew. That's going to be my answer. Tank, because they were in a tank? Oh god, orcs. See, that's the thing I love about orcs. They're just stupid. Just stupid as heck, and... Oh my god, they were pretending to be a tank. Yes! Super orky. So stupid. That is the most orky dumb shit thing that I come to expect from orcs. No, of course not. Lasgun's pathetic human weapons. for a pathetic human god emperor. I mean, if the god emperor was so strong, why isn't he like 18 feet tall? Answer that, heretics. No, not heretics. I just realized I'm the one giving a heretic response here. Answer that, Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiarchy? I'm currently playing a Warhammer 40,000 game, and we're working for the Ecclesiarchy, and I just cannot pronounce it. My plan is to just pretend like I don't care about them. It's a good plan in my book, because, you know. I'm not really a huge fan of Warhammer 40,000 Imperial lore. I just like orcs, but the only Imperial lore that I really look into is anything with the Caiaphas Cain books, because he is wonderful. And I recognize that's not what Warhammer 40,000 is about. Like, Caiaphas Cain is the exception. I get that, but I don't give a shit. Caiaphas Cain is so fun. It's just a man who doesn't want to die in Warhammer 40k, where death is inevitable, and I love it. Okay, time pass, 300. Or a full cargo, not going to happen, let's be honest. Drop, empty, wonderful. And that should be aluminium. Maybe I need another ore powder, actually. Ore mixer. Yeah, another mix would probably be good. I would love to see it, please. I won't watch it right now. Well, actually, I might as well. If it's not, how long is it? I'll find out.
A bunch of Imperial Guardsmen, right?
It's about a minute.
They're defending a spot, and the orcs just keep on coming. They just keep on
Okay, so you can listen to the audio while I do it. I'm sorry.
coming. They don't stop, and eventually the Guardsmen run out of ammunition with their las guns, and then the company commander has an idea. He points his las gun at an enemy, and he goes bang, and then an orc falls over dead.
It is the worst plan.
And the Guardsmen look at him, and they're like, and all the orcs just start falling over them.
Because they believe they still got ammo, I assume.
until
I guess that does go with the orc idea.
Hill, and they just won't fall over from all the banging. And then they hear chanting in the distance, and then as they get closer, they hear, I'm a tank, 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 I'm a tank.
No fucking way.
I think it's bullshit, but I love the story. It's a great story.
No, that has to be real, because that's fucking great.
See, the thing I love about that story is that there's so many things I like about that, which is, one, the orcs believe power, like, the orcs believe something enough that it is real. Like, that is why their guns work, that is why they don't die in space, that is why red makes things go faster. Orcs just believe this is how it is, therefore it is. Nothing should work orcish. So if they believe the Imperial Guards are killing them, then they are being killed. So, I mean, that's perfect orcish logic there. I mean, that... because they believe he's not dead? Maybe. I mean, it's possible the I was reading a theory that the God Emperor was actually essentially the same level as a Chaos God, because of the amount of belief that they have in him. Because there have been instances where saints have had powers rivaling that of greater demons. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how canonical that is, but that's a possibility. So I mean, just orcs saying we're a tank and just believing it. Yeah, I could see that working. It's stupid, but I could see it working. As I said, I am not. It's been confirmed that he has perpetual meaning. What, the God Emperor? Oh yeah, absolutely. Humanity needs to abandon the God Emperor because it's not helping them, but they will never do it. Because also the God Emperor is the only thing that saves them. And the reason why there is nothing but total war in that universe is because orcs just want total war. Which I love that theory as well. Because orcs believe there should be nothing but fighting, there is nothing but fighting, and that'll never end. Because the orc belief is too strong. I mean, again, I don't think that one's real. I'm pretty sure that one's just one of those just a game theory situations, but I like it. You know, I could just upgrade these to level 2s and that would probably do the exact same thing as I was about to do. Maybe I should do that. Look, you know what? Dark Rail, you and me, we're good. We're good. I love Necrons. I don't know much about their lore, but I will always play a necromancy race given the chance. Not because I'm edgy. Okay, you are a little undead edgy, apparently. I just... maybe I am that. Oh god. I'm an edgelord all along, I never realized. Ah, it all makes sense now. Only now do I see the truth. Because I mean, like, Heroes of Might and Magic, I would always play the undead. Because, you know, who doesn't want to play the undead? They're cool. They got skeletons and ghost dragons. Heck yeah! That's true. I mean, that's why I listen to My Chemical Romance while playing anything undead. I don't even know what emos do anymore, I'm sorry. The dungeon, that was the Black Dragons, right? Yeah, I liked them. In Heroes 3, I was a big fan of the Conflux and the expansion, the Armageddon Blade. I don't know why, they weren't good. They were very reskinned, but... Yeah, troglodytes. They are good. Sulfuric acid seems to be a problem. Okay, I was wondering when that was going to happen. And it seems to be a problem, not because of the sulfur dioxide gas, but because we just don't have enough sulfuric acid being made. Okay, well that's easily fixed, I suppose. Just make another one. Oh no, I'm worried about where this is about to go. Here's Might and Magic 4 is trash. And if that makes you have to leave, I understand. Whew, passed that test. Heroes of Might and Magic 5, though, it's pretty good. I understand that's a controversial opinion. I mean, Heroes of Might and Magic 5 was just a return to form. In my mind. And then 6, or what are they... Sorry, it's not Heroes of Might and Magic anymore at 6, it's Might and Magic Heroes 6. No, 5... Okay, 5 was fun, graphics didn't age well. Yeah, but they had like multiple upgrade paths, and I know that's probably not a big deal, but I liked it a lot. 6... I don't know, like... I played a lot of 6. I remember playing it for a full day one time and then realizing I hadn't actually accomplished much at all. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it was a fine game. I was playing the Necromancer side first, obviously. But I was just like, I was just bored. And I mean, then there was a day where like Uplay was saying, hey, look, we're going to do some Uplay maintenance. So even though you're playing single player, you can't play the game right now. And I went, what? And then I just never played it again. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. I didn't like also there was like a powerful artifact that would carry over mission to mission because hey, you're playing it online. That was confusing. Look, if they made Heroes of Might and Magic 7, I would play it. No, I wouldn't. I would check it first and then I would consider playing it. Uh, the best, I mean, the only sort of thing that I go from Heroes of Might and Magic. Wait, what? There is a 7? What? Surely not. I would have known. Unless it was a mobile game. Was it a mobile game? I love Heroes of Might and Magic games. Might and Magic, a little bit. Yeah. Oh. I mean, my way of going to Heroes of Might and Magic, that sort of thing, is playing the King's Bounty games. I know King's Bounty 2 is coming out soon after like a whole bunch of spin-offs, and I don't know because it looked like they were like, hey, we're going to make it 3D because that's way cooler. I was like, fuck. Not what was fun about that game series. So, cautious and not excited. I don't know if King's Bounty 2 is still happening. I haven't looked into it again. I'm sure it's happening at some point, but I mean, if it wasn't well received, I'd imagine the community would actually know what the hell they were talking about. Jeez, I didn't even know there was a... Look, sorry, I gotta look at this. I assume it's on Steam. Heroes... Oh, I spelled Heroes wrong. Heroes Might Magic 7. What? What? Heroes Might Magic Trial by Fire. Recent reviews mostly positive, all reviews mixed. It's made by a developer I've never heard of. There are mouse people! That's not really exciting, actually. I like how nothing in the game actually shows me anything. Wait, that's a standalone expansion. Sorry. I got too excited. I'm looking at... Oh, wait. Okay, shit. Sorry. Oh, it's called Might and Magic Heroes again. God. Guys, it's not what it's called. BII, because no one wants to call things in. I literally can't find it on Steam. Like, only the standalone expansions there. I was wondering why it was saying, like, new group, dwarves. I'm like, yeah, but what about the rest of the dwarves? Yeah, it's not on Steam. At least I couldn't find it. So, I mean, that's probably why I didn't know it existed. That's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. Okay, so, now that, now that we've absolutely blown my mind, washing plant, we still need more of those. Because we're going to expand the geodes a bit more. Man, my whole worldview has been destroyed knowing there was another Might and Magic that I never knew about. My most exciting birthday was receiving Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Because it wasn't supposed to be out for like another 2 weeks, and there it was, in my lap on my birthday morning. And I was like, how? And my dad's like, I killed a man. I'm like, what? Anyway, it's not a real story. At least I don't think it was. Yeah, you've blown my mind. Thanks for that. I didn't know I needed my mind blown today, but here we go. Okay, I still need a lot more washing plants. I don't know why I'm over here with what I have now. So sulfuric acid was a bit of a problem that slowed everything down a bit, but it looks like it all sort of caught up again. And yeah, we just need more crystal slurry. I mean, it's awesome to know that They still made the games, even if it was bad. I mean, I guess it's disappointing that it's bad because everyone wants good games, right? I just remembered what I was going to do. I was going to start looking at black science, the weapon science, but I'm going to do the washing plants first. Well, yeah, I guess if they make a bad game, then I wish they kind of didn't do it. Like, why would you do this? Why would you make a game bad when you could have just made a game good? So simple, guys. I mean, come on. That's simple. But, yeah, okay. EA made a new Dungeon Keeper game. You talking about the mobile one now? Okay, look, Darkrail, are you just deliberately, like, picking up things that I loved when I was a child? Is this what you're doing? Because you're doing a very good job and it's getting a little spooky. Just admit you've been stalking me for years. I'd appreciate that. Yes, I do know. Sorry, I questioned your character there. There was no reason for that. Yes, I am well aware of the mobile game. It was not good. To be fair, Dungeon Keeper 2 wasn't good. And, I mean, it wasn't. Dungeon Keeper 1, fantastic game. Dungeon Keeper 2, okay. It does sound a lot like that, actually. Like, I convinced myself to like Dungeon Keeper 2, but it wasn't great. Like, there was a bunch of problems. Dungeon Keeper 1, though, I played, like, no joke, like 4 or 5 times. I was like, I'm done playing Dungeon Keeper. What will I play now? How about more Dungeon Keeper? I mean, what else was there to play, you know? You play Dungeon Keeper or not Dungeon Keeper, what am I? Somebody doesn't play Dungeon Keeper? I don't think so. Gotta keep that dungeon. Gotta slap those imps around. Gotta wonder what's up with that lady of pain. Why does she enjoy being whipped and wearing leather? I don't understand this. I was young, okay? I get it. That was one of those funny things. I just did not understand the occasional adult humor of that game. It's just like, that's just how the game is, I suppose. Not gonna question the weird sexual thing there. Not that weird, I suppose, but... So anyway, did EA make another Dungeon Keeper game? I've never really been able to find something that captured the enjoyment of the first Dungeon Keeper. I mean, it's never really been anything else. You know, and every now and then EA says, oh, we're going to do something. Or some company goes, oh, we know how much you like Dungeon Keeper, so we made like War for the Overworld or Dungeons, or there was another one too. Okay, well, never mind. I never enjoyed War for the Overworld, and Dungeons is more like a tower defense game. Was it good though? I didn't play too much of it. There was another one. Oh, Empire was the other one. Yeah, well, same announcer. I mean, sure, I have the same announcer, but doesn't mean that it's a good game. Evil Genius did get a number 2, Friesen. You're quite right. And I've been meaning to check that out because I loved Dungeon Keeper. Oh, sorry, not Dungeon Keeper, Evil Genius. Oh god, chat, you're going crazy. If you configure the inserters to pick up and drop with a 90-degree angle, they work faster than 180. You're absolutely right, they do. I got nothing more to say about that. That's absolutely true, they do. And I do it out of habit. I gotta learn to stop doing that. What was I needing? I was needing crushers next. So, more iron plates. Yeah, it did release recently. I did notice that, but I was just like... I was looking at some of the Steam reviews, and I know I shouldn't because... Yeah, well, actually, no, you absolutely should, I suppose. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need 2 more to counteract the blue and the reds. That's the third one, whatever, I don't care. And a couple more liquefiers, because let's be honest, I know I've forgotten something. Yeah, Tony, you're quite right. I really should be doing that properly, but I was going to make a joke about efficiency is not the name of the game, but it literally is. Like, Factorio should just be called Factorio. It's about efficiency. I don't know why they didn't do that. We're going to need a flare stack, which I think we've already got some of. We don't. We ran out of flare stacks. Wow. And at some point, I'd need to figure out how to get the construction bots going. I'm used to them having requester chests and storage chests. Not storage chests, requesters and... just requesters, actually. It's just requesters I'm trying to say. Okay, so mineral sludge is kind of suffering a little bit. It'll catch up, I think, once... because we did have a little bit of a bottleneck on sulfuric acid. But it'll catch up. But in the meantime, there's no harm in having more resources. However, we do not have near enough bread mills. And also, because we've got that train track there, I think we're going to have to start on the other side of the tracks. Well, I am at green science currently. I am starting to prepare for blue science. The main things I'm lacking for blue science right now is plastic, which maybe that's the thing I should work on, because I've been saying that for the last like 7 or 8 hours that, oh, maybe I'll work on plastic today, and then I never do. Why am I working on nickel smelting? I don't need nickel. That's a waste of everyone's time. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe this one I won't use. Like, I've been using my crushed stone for mineralized water just to make sure I don't run out. But yeah, maybe this one I should not do that and use the crushed stone instead for landfill. That's not a bad idea. I mean, no, the mineralized water is just fine. I don't need more mineralized water. No? You alright? Alright. My wife just shouted no, and I'm not quite sure why. I don't think she's commenting on my lack of mineralized water. I didn't think so. That was very confusing if you were just getting really annoyed about mineralized water out of nowhere. I'd love regular water, yeah. Thank you. This is when, well, no, my wife doesn't play Factorio, so I don't need to make that joke. But, you know, if it was just regular water from the game, that is just seawater, and I don't want to drink that. But maybe there'd be a fish in it, so that's cool. We can probably push that. That's probably a good place. Okay. My life for construction bots, I swear to God. I say this every time I'm doing one of these. I never learn, but it's not the point. The point is about complaining and bitching. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out that I bitch very well. Yeah, I know. I probably don't need to. My ratios are going to be off a little bit. That's just going to be life, I'm afraid. Life in the mines. Now, originally that was going to... when I thought the reason why everything was collapsing was because I was not making enough sulfur, when it turns out it was because I was doing my ratios wrong. So we can fix that now and just have a flare stack. That'll do just fine. I'm not sure what's going on with that pipework, so we're just going to leave that alone and hope that it figures itself out. We'll figure that one out later. Right, and that goes there, that goes there. We build these, everything starts to look a little bit more semblance of normal. Oh, thank you for the chocolate. I have chocolate now. Life is better. Ah, okay. Yep, that's fair. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you in all your dimensions. Okay. I noticed this is working off when I was having the old wooden shoot. The old wooden my gosh, words. I've forgotten them. Electric poles. We got there. We did it. Good job. Good job, everyone involved. I'm proud of everyone. We did it together. Oh, water's starting to flow through. That's cool. Kind of irrelevant right now, but that's okay. Okay, so that's looking good, aside from the power, which will be sorted out soon. Ah, I think that was for a different plan. Was. Okay. And then what I like to do, that's got to be, yep. Then we have a top-up valve. The old the muddy boy. So that way we can convert the mud. Aw, thought I was being nice. Okay, fair enough. You're right. Why not make sand out of the mud? Why not make sand out of the mud? Part of me was worried like what would happen if I forgot to pick up the sand. But let's be honest, that's not a problem right now. We haven't ever had that problem because we need sand constantly right now. Why not make sand out of the mud? Brilliant question. Why not make sand out of the mud? Yeah, okay. I'm making sand out of the mud. I love those moments where someone just asks you like this most innocent question and you're just like, well, okay. Landfill and sand are the same thing, more or less, though, aren't they? This is the moment where he's asking the stupidest questions. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. At this point, I'm becoming desperate. Please, don't judge. I'm doing my best. Okay. So, assembler, assembler. Put the ass in assembler. You're right. Well, you make sand out of mud. See? Sand out of mud. Unless there's like some inefficiency that I was unaware of, in which case, dang yo, got me again. I am just playing the SeaBlock mod. So I say just the SeaBlock mod, but there's a bunch of stuff in it. The SeaBlock pack, I think, would be probably a better way to put that into words. But yeah, mud can be turned into sand. And then we can put it in the chest, and then we can have more. Thanks, Crunbron. That's good advice. Okay, back to working. Not sure what this pipe was all about. Oh no, tell me I didn't just... Yeah, I fixed it. This pipe was probably useful for this when it was liquefiers and when it killed my entire supply of sulfuric acid. I could even probably do another row of those. Because, I mean, how do these go normally? Yeah, another row of those probably wouldn't go too amiss. I would need to build more liquefiers, and I don't think I have more liquefiers right now. I don't. Okay, because I only built enough to make exactly what I need to for this. So that might be a job for tomorrow, Seif. And make sure they're all picking up from the right place. They are, that's good. We've got a bunch of geodes in our inventory. Happens every time. The landfill chest fills up, you have an overflow that converts the mud. Yeah, that's the correct way to do it. Yeah, of course, that's what you do, but then I was like, what if I get lazy and can't be bothered setting that up? And that just leaves me the exact situation I'm in right now. But quite frankly, I mean, I need to be coming over here periodically anyway just to make sure everything's going fine. So there should be no harm in leaving it as is for the moment. Oh, train went by. So yeah, I think it's all right for the moment. We will need to fix it up later, but you're quite right. That would be the correct way to do it. Okay, so that is that happening now. Then we'll just make some more. I mean, the landfill chest, if the landfill chest fills up with the fact that landfill fills like 1,000 into our stack, if it fills up, what, 32,000 landfill, then I mean, I'm not entirely upset about it, to be honest. But what I might do is actually get another assembler. I have 2 assemblers going into the same chest. That's good. Let's just keep doing advanced cobalt smelting because we're going to need that very soon, I think. Okay, and then we've run out of inserters. And because we only have trains on one side and we haven't got a way to switch them around yet, I'm just going to run back. If I had a moment where they could actually switch sides, it'd be good to have a passenger train, but I haven't done that yet. What else do we need while we're here? We're going to need more a lot of things actually. More inserters is definitely something we're going to need. Might as well take the full stack of them. Stack of splitters. Underground things is fine. Take a full fast transport belts. Yeah. Pretty happy with that. I think that'll allow me to finish my washing plant. I almost feel like I should have picked up more iron, steel, and bricks while I was out there. Just to make sure. Well, we needed 2 more liquefiers, which we have. In fact, the 3rd liquefier probably wouldn't go amiss. That does seem to be slowing everything down. Fine. Picking up more sand would have gone amiss, actually. Okay, that's good. Then we liquefy that jam. Let's just go 2 liquefy 2s, because I mean, we can't do 3, we might as well just do it better, right? That's the logic I'm going to take. We have no sand, although yeah, I know. At some wow, really did it. I know you run around faster on land, but last time I tried to do that, it was just like really hodgepodge, and I was like, I don't know. And I gave up on it pretty quickly, so I thought rather than giving up this time, just don't even start, you know? Don't begin to have hope. That's where they get you. You start to have hope, you might have a better life. You don't want to try, you don't want to fail that. This is the moment where I really remember I should download the Squeeze Through mod. Bunch of sand down here, at least they should be by now. 766. That's good. The farm's going down here, just... That's still going well? Yeah, fuel oil still mixed out. Actually, I haven't looked at power in a while. How we going? Ooh, it's getting a bit scary. You know what? I was gonna say I can't be bothered walking back, and there's no easy way to the trains from there, so like... I guess I'm walking back. I mean, I built the train network specifically so I didn't do what I'm doing right now. It was nice to know that I've learnt my lessons. Train. Hello. Alright, so. We've only got like a couple of trains on the network and they've almost got me like a few times now. I am absolutely ecstatic where I can see my life going under the train tracks. Cobalt processing, do we need that one right now? What else do we need, actually? Getting more and more blue sciencey things are relevant. Advanced material processing, I mean, we don't ever need that because we do everything through furnaces. Or forges, rather. Modular roboports, yeah, let's start that. Bottleneck, yeah, I was actually watching someone else's stream yesterday and I was thinking the same thing because I saw them doing it. I was like, oh, that looks amazing how they do this. So, yep. It's in the cards. But the problem is I never look at my own cards, so I just open them up, see if there's money inside, and if there's not, just throw them aside. Garbage. I'm joking. I'm not a terrible person. I'm not that much of a terrible person. How about that? Accept that? Okay, that cleans that up a little bit. Going a little bit slow right now because it's trying to get through the backlog of geodes, but it'll get there. Look at that, 14 sand. Luck you can do with 14 sand. Okay, don't stand around on the train tracks for no reason. That's dangerous. People die that way. Don't... Learn! Learn! You'll never learn. Can't make me. I am unkillable. Just be clear to the gods, I am quite killable. Please don't prove me wrong. I mean, don't prove me wrong that I am unkillable. I am aware that I am quite killable and very mortal and very squish. The god's like, nah, we didn't hear that second part. We just heard you say you're immortal. No, please. No. No squishy, please. The squishies will happen. And up like that. Can't help but notice there's no acid in this. Probably because I didn't actually connect it. Now there's acid. Lovely. A lovely, a doubly. Muffet, carafe. I will never get that out of my head, that bloody spathy cipher. Till the day I die, I'll just be saying Huffy Muffy Gruffy forever. Now, why are these not working? What? What? Are they all backwards? They're all backwards. Not all of them. You've got the wrong color. You are backwards. You are the correct way. You are the correct way. You are the correct way. Okay. Some of them were backwards, enough to be a problem. Okay, let's chuck those geodes in here so we don't carry them around any longer than we have to. As knowing me, I will... I mean, I'm carrying around some basic ore. So that tells you what's going to happen. I mean, several pieces of basic ore. And some gaseous puffer eggs. Don't even know why I've got those. I mean, I know what they're for. And I want them later, but I don't want them now. It looks like the ore is beginning to get itself sorted out. Okay. Okay, cool. So what was the other thing? I was going to do something else today. What was it? Silicon smelting, probably good. Stack inserters, great if I was using stack inserters. Radars, probably not bad. Actually, have some radars. Get some radars going real quick. I mean, do I dare? There's plastic in the cards. Ooh, filters problem. More filters may be required. Okay, go get some more filters. Thankfully, ages ago we built like 200 filters just in case we needed them, because I knew at some point I'd need them. How's that going, actually? That's all emptied out. Cool. I don't know if another stack of filters would absolutely destroy this thing, but I'm keen to find out. It's certainly not helping, I'll say that much. It's, once it gets through them, it'll get better. You just watch, it'll improve. Okay, now it's starting to grab the old ones. See, now it's getting through them. It's okay. Yeah, it's still keeping up. And the extra 100 filters looks like it is adding benefit. Cool. But if I have any more... If these things are going full tilt, I mean, it might be very well to a point very soon that we may need to expand the filters or actually have a better copy-pasted filter farm. Okay. Do we want to start thinking about robots? I mean, who doesn't want to think about robots? How are we doing for time? 1 hour 56? Okay, usually here is where I would stop at about the 2-hour mark, but because it is a weekend, I think I'll go for another hour. So, joy on that. So, construction bots. We need them. Okay, so we need batteries, we need plastic bars. Okay, so to build construction bots, it's time to actually deal with plastics. I am terrified. And you know, I've got this blue algae that's just been sitting here for ages, and I'm actually going to bust it down because I kind of like it not being here right now. I can stay here actually, it's not harming anything. I'll do the farming, everything over there. Oh. Thank you, Dark Rail, for following me. I really appreciate it. You know, stick around. I don't promise good gameplay, but I promise something. I need a better tagline for when people follow me. I don't promise anything good, but I promise something. Ah, yes. That was basically my school report card. He does something, but we kind of wish he wouldn't. We wish that when you do something, it was actually useful in some way. So I was going down here to get something. What was it? More algae, which is more stone bricks. That's it. Got stuck in my own pipe work. Oh, look, if it interferes, that's okay. You're welcome to come by anytime I'm around. I'm at a weird time for you, so for me it's 9:30 p.m., so I guess you're around Europe somewhere. That's my guess. But that's alright, man. I really appreciate you coming around for the time you can, and catch up when you can, man. All good. Cool. I went all that way and I just didn't pick up any iron. Lol. I just said lol. Great. I'm doing that again. This is who I am now. I just say lol as in common conversation. Okay. Now, so what we're going to do is going to make two. What if we built 8? Oh god, this is where we die. Okay, so we're going to pick up a lot of stuff. I don't exactly know what we're going to need, but if we have the resources, we can at least build most of what we need to when we're there. Do we have clay? We've got plenty of clay. So that's exciting. We've got clay, we've got stone, we've got... Do we have stone? got 69 stone. Nice. But that's not enough. I refuse to not say nice when I say that number. I don't care if it's silly or immature. I'm gonna say it. And it is both silly and immature. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna take extra stone bricks. Okay, so end goal is plastic. Plastic, we need liquid plastic. And all we can make it out of right now is propane gas. Okay. So propane gas can be made in one of three ways. Naphtha using red metal catalysts, which I have the resources to do that. But I don't think I will be. I think most likely I'll be making it out of menthol gas. Let's favorite that. Menthol gas is made using methane gas and steam. Cool. And methane gas is made using that. I know I will be able to have that. That's made by using raw gas. Wonderful. And then raw gas is made by multi-phase oil and rancid puffers. One day, my puffery friends. Then that, and then that. Okay, so this is a 7-step process. Technically 9, because you have to make liquid plastic and then plastic. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put this on a train because, oh gosh. Okay, so now because I've built 8 algae plants, I think I was right. I'm not going to build it here. But that was the original plan, but quite frankly, I think I'd be better off building it elsewhere. Maybe north. North seems good. Watch for trains, watch for trains. Cool. Wasn't hit by a train today. Well, not yet. Let's be honest. The train death is coming. Train is always watching us, waiting for us to make our mistake. Hungers for our death, your death, just everyone's death. It's just a hungry boy. Okay, one thing I do want to do real quick is I'm using red. Each one of these is making, so if we've got that, that's only 0.4 of a belt. Okay, so it's not going to be a problem for this. Yeah, I was wondering about that. It was too close. Okay. That's the wrong way, but I don't care right now. Oh, it was still too close. Gosh. What am I doing? Everything wrong. That's the correct answer. Okay. Wait, can you make plastic from cellulose? Oh, you mean blue cellulose fiber? Yeah, I do need squeak through mod, I know. Yeah, blue cellulose, that's what I'm making it out of. That's the plan right now. That is what I'm doing. Let's have all the carbon dioxide requirements on that side. And we're going to go pick up, drop. 40, huh? That's going to be exciting when that comes out. Can you? I don't know if you can. Huh. Well, I completely missed that one. That is way easier. Well, okay. Well, I never. Thank you so much. Let's just get rid of this then and start again. Because that's going to be way more efficient. I mean... Wow, okay, yeah. I never realized that. Is that new or is that just... Okay. Let's get rid of all of this and just start from the beginning of the chain. Okay, so you can make plastic out of just regular fibers. I'm willing to bet it's probably not the most efficient way to make it, but I don't care anymore. Need blue cellulose for oil. Well, they need oil right now. I just need plastics. I mean, so it's now a 4-step pro. Okay. Okay. So let's just bust down all of this because this has just become so much easier. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Gosh, it's one of those things you do a 500-hour run and don't realize it the whole way through. Also, I got... Oh, what? Sorry, everyone. I'm just like, what is this? A tinnitation? I assume that's spelled wrong because it does not seem to be bringing me anything. I think I did see that word somewhere, though. Tinnitation farm. Ah. And the tinnitation is then used to make cellulose fiber, and cellulose fiber makes plastic. Well, I've learned a lot thanks to you today. Thank you. Ah, okay. Well, this is fine because it still needs carbon dioxide. And so what we're going to do is we're going to change what we do a little bit here. We're going to have factories in the middle. Well, assemblers rather. But use the correct word, please. Don't offend my family. Okay, so fibers. Now, what is the turnout here? So one of these is going to be using enough to make... Oh. Oh no, it's 1-to-1. Okay. The 1-to-1's a pretty easy combination. Is that right? Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Okay. So, gosh, everything I was trying to do has just been completely confused. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry about it. Mineralized water may be an issue, but I don't think it will because I'm pretty sure we got a ton of it. Going to a fake British accent there. I mean, yeah, and then I guess you can scale up those farms to be as large as you need them to be, can't you? And actually what I wanted. Okay, that's fine. Let's do some grinding. Grinding is good. Yep. That one there. Okay, and then carbon dioxide, which I think we had just chilling out over here. We did. Wonderful. It's always good to have just some carbon dioxide just hanging out. That's going to go down across this way. Now, I needed assemblers, didn't I? Let's not forget that. That was very important to this plan. Okay. Because the general, actually, here's the next thought. Here's a very valid thought. How many of these will fill up a belt? Am I going to get into a situation where I've completely screwed myself over again? Read belts. No. So 8 of them will take up 2/3 of a belt. That's fine. Could even expand it. Oh my. The power has gone to my head. Okay. Cool. Carbon dioxide is a little bit full right now, but it'll sort itself out. Up drop. Good. Do it again. Not from there though, please. Can we just try to keep some semblance of normality? Thank you. Why are you eating raw oil? I don't want to judge, but come on. That can't be good for your system. Okay, so... I've never played Crasto. That's... I don't... I've heard of it, but I cannot recall what was the dealio with it. Sorry, just a second. Sorry, I'll be back in just a moment. Everything's fine. I know you just laughed. I just heard a loud sound and got scared. You don't need to be sorry. My wife just made a loud sound and I was like, oh shit, I hope she's okay. She's fine. He was just pretending to be scary. Okay. You literally missed nothing, actually. I walked away from my computer at that point. I still haven't eaten my chocolate. I forgot about it. I mean, you can give me almonds. I'm just going to get very almond chocolate. Thanks. No, you didn't miss anything. At all. Oh, I was just wondering what Castrio, God, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry, is like, because I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it. Not that I'm looking for another run after this, because this is still going to take me, honestly, probably a few months. This is a long run. Okay, so we've run out of pipes. Thankfully, we make a lot of pipes. Where's my tin? Oh, I know what happened. The silicon must have backed up again. It did. Yeah, I'm going to build a big warehouse for the silicon that I'm not using right now. Honestly, I'm surprised my science didn't collapse. Space exploration, that one looked neat. I did see a little bit. That's the one where you go to different planets, right? And like you have to like scout for things. Yeah, that one looked fun. In the way that Factorio players that play these sorts of mods think, man, that sounds like a great way to spend my time. Oh, that's cool. Hope it goes well for you. I've seen people landing and it's just being full of biters. And they're not being friendly. Okay. I was here for pipes. Hopefully you don't have a Kerbal Space Program styled launch. What's a game I've always wanted to be good at? Kerbal Space Program. I've tried to play it many, many times, and I just never really get into it. I can achieve a stable Kerbal orbit, and then I just sort of go, okay, now what? And I just sort of fling myself at the moon. With no real planning or anything. I just fling myself at the moon repeatedly until it happens. And nothing happens because it turns out you actually got a plan for Astro, like transfers and such. Oh. My charcoal's not coming fast enough. Interesting. Like, it's actually not too bad. It's fine. Mineral sludge is maxed out, but... SeaBlock games take you about 100 hours to complete. Okay, you know what? I bow to you, sir, because this will not take me 100 hours to complete. I mean, sure, the first ship will take me about that long, but after that... I mean, this one's going to be faster than the last one. I know that much, but... The last one took me 500 hours. And I was doing it completely blind. This time I'm not doing it blind. I'm actually occasionally looking at forums and stuff and keeping an eye on the Discord, but... okay. Sounds interesting. I mean, already, as you can see by the title of this stream, I'm currently at hour 29. 30,000 raw oil per minute is a lot of oil. I don't think I need to tell you that. I think you know. Okay, so this will make our first bit of plastic. And then we're going to have a train for it. That's not connected, I think. You can do it, Dark Rail. I believe in you. Yeah, okay. It sounds like you've played the game a lot more than me, Tony, so I appreciate having you here to keep me on the straight and narrow. Okay, so... could use liquefiers. It's kind of funny, liquefiers kind of get faster than chemical plants. What level of liquefiers can I build? I can build up to level 3. No, I can't. Probably easier for me to build liquefiers right now, though. I don't have any liquefiers of any sort right now. How long have you been playing your current run for Dark Rail? I'm just curious if that sounds... Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I was just eating almonds, and I'm still eating them. And I'm dying. I'm not, I'm just choking on almond shards. Ooh. Oh, okay. Um, what I wanted to check was... It's not quite one-to-one, so if I have 8 of those... Okay, so look, I'm going to make 8. 7 should be enough, actually, I suppose. Anyone else is not bad. I respect that. Okay, and then I've immediately forgotten what it is. It's menthol gas. That. Way easier than what I was going to do. The synthesis of propene. Wait, really? Yes. So that needs steam crackers. Well, look, I didn't need to be in solar today. Don't call me a steam cracker. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure, you can always make things faster if you're not like idling or if you're putting your full attention to things, but you got other things to do. You're busy. You got stuff going on, I'm sure. So how many steam crackers do I need? I don't know. I need some iron though. And it looks like everything built up, which is great because that means I just get to do that. I mean, were you at least checking something online? Looking at some cool videos, waiting for stuff to craft, playing a different game while you're playing that game? That is my favorite thing when you're like playing games, just waiting for things. You're like, I'm going to play a second game while I'm playing the first game. That's when you know you've made a mistake. I usually get to that point at some point. Okay, so... Oh, look. Why do you think I'm building plastics right now? I could have plastics ages ago now that I think about it. Residual gas I can get rid of. Actually, I'm going to need lubricant, aren't I? There's another way to get lubricant, surely. Fish oil! Get fish oil. To be fair, I kind of need to do that at some point anyway. Out of real fish. Because then I start getting my... Oh, do I need fish oil? What do I need out of you fish? Not you, you're useless to me. You're a bad fish, and I'll tell everyone. Gulp fish, are you useful? I swear I needed fish for something. How do I get crystals? Sorry, I've come completely distracted right now. How do you get crystals again? Just raw crystal shards. Polluted fish water. Okay. So yeah, at some point I need fish anyway, so fish oil is not a big deal. Maybe that's what I'll do after doing a bunch of other stuff. Now, did I actually achieve what I came down here for? I got stuff. I would like more stuff. So if I can build 1, 2, 3, 4 more liquefiers, that's pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is have the trains here have 2 ways of getting up here, and that'll be the first way that they have to change direction. It'll be a brand new, innovative response to a problem that's plagued humanity since the dawn of time. How do you make train go a different way? Just be smart. Dang, not helpful. But yeah, we're gonna probably farm some fish soon. Because we're gonna need modules. Speaking of modules. Really? Okay. Modular armor. We're gonna need that as well at some point. Okay, Steam Cracker. Steam Cracker should be my name on YouTube. Would have been great. Hey guys, I am the Steam Cracker. I play games on Steam. And I'm white. That is the worst name I've ever thought of. I call myself SeiferKatt. Self-deprecating humor. That's good. So, synthesis of propane. Now the question is not answered by that. 3,000, that's doing... Oh shoot, okay, hang on. That's doing 3,600 per minute. This is... Okay, so 2 of these will actually be enough. Mighty fish and biters? Oh, really? Okay. I thought I could avoid fish altogether. I thought fish made the crystal things. Polluted fish water makes crystals, doesn't it? Like right here? Is that not enough? Or does there like a different type of crystal you need? Oh, because, wait, that's raw crystal shards. Do you need better crystal shard? Tell me there's not another type of crystal shard. Raw crystals. Ah, the bigger crystals. You're right. You're right. You're always right. Okay. So that fills that up. That's pretty good. And then we're going to go with a boiler. I love electric boilers. I don't even care how much... Oh, production's still... I always love going into hours and just seeing it just shoot upwards as time goes. That's fun. And I need pump, and it's always going to give me the electric pumps, which is never what I want. You know what? I'm going to build a couple of offshore pumps because I always need them. And how much does this make? It makes enough for one, but not enough for two. Interesting. Steam boilers. Steam. Wait. It's just boiler? Just boiler. And it doesn't need that much water, does it? No, it doesn't. I didn't think that would be a problem. Then we've got to deal with the propane, the synthesis gas, no, residual gas, which I will worry about in a different way later. I like the idea that I'll worry about it in a different way. Like, I won't worry about it the normal way. I'll worry about it in a different way. Ooh, those fires are really pixely. I've got a texture pack, so I guess that's why some things are looking pixely and some are not. Like, this factory looks better than I do. That's funny. Okay, so I need to get rid of the residual gas. Now, I could... You know, I will put some in a tank just in case I need it later. And I'll do a overflow valve and a flare stack. I don't think I will need it anytime soon, and I probably will never need it, but let's just have some. It's not hurting anyone to have extra stuff just prepared. Okay, I'll lose my tank again. I was about to place it and now I've lost it. It was here somewhere. Here it is. Could make it into mineral oil. Actually, wait, can residual gas be made into mineral oil? That's kind of something I was needing. Oh, with crude oil. I would need crude oil first. Which I don't have. Because I'm not... I abandoned my blue fiber plan. I mean, I can always use it later, but... I mean, there's no harm in having this, you know? Like, just have it here. If I need it, I have it. If I don't need it, then it'll just get burnt away. Okay, now we're at the point where we turn propane gas into liquid plastic. More liquefiers. I don't have a lot of liquefiers anymore because I use them all. Okay, and that is going to be making... Wow, wait, just one of those? Oh. If I have a second one, that's probably all I need for now. Okay. I was touching a wire and it felt like it was moving and I got scared. I don't know why. I was like, something moving, I don't like it. I mean, that's the reason I just went, something's moving, I don't like it. I don't know if there needs to ever be another reason for like, being like, nope, just not being there. Too spooky for me. Alright, so, where'd my liquefiers go again? Oh, because it comes out the other side. I was trying to figure out why I needed more pipe on the other side. Erp. Okay, so this will make my liquid plastic. And for some reason, in my head, I thought, you know what liquid plastic needs to be in? It needs to be in a good old-fashioned belt. Okay, the assembling machines. So quite frankly, what I've done here is silly. Could just do that. Okay, let's move it along a little bit. Like that. Like that. Good. Liquid plastic. Good. Then assemblers, of which I don't have many assembler level 2s available. What we shall do, shall have this continue to go straight up the middle. That's good, I suppose. Plastic. And again, put those two into each other. I mean, that's... Quite frankly, that's enough. Okay, plastic has been constructed. This has been good times. So now what I want to do is have it so that trains can get here. I'm going to have it so the trains can get here from two different directions. The trains can get here from this way. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, how are we going with here? 1.9 thousand. Nice. Boop. Okay, and then also, here's the tricky part. Trains can get here. We do it like that. Then we will... No, we'll get the train done and then we'll put the chests up. It's probably safer. And also let's put some signals up so that way it doesn't lock everything off the second there's something on that network. Right now we've created another thing where the trains can share the network. And we can also build the network later that it goes up from here. So that would be nice. And now if it wants to go that way, we'll allow it. That's the nice person I am. And then if it wants to go the other way, we'll allow that too. Brain, got scared. And then just little bits of lights. Those lights are pretty. Good. Grab some alien artifacts while we're here. Okay, and let's build the station. So it's not going to be building a lot of plastic, but it's going to be doing something. And right now we don't need to have like a huge plastic ranch. Like we'll need it later, obviously, and we will be building something massive later, but for now this is fine. Okay, good. I wonder how much stack inserters cost. More than I'm willing to spend. Okay. So, plastic goes in train. I mean, it's actually not bad for something that will literally never run out, so long as we have a problem with mineralized water. And I mean, there's always like the other process that Tony was mentioning where I could use the farm to do it. That's not a bad idea either. Can't help but notice that science has gone slow. Why has science gone slow? Because it's 250 science. Okay, so it's not really a problem so much as just fact of life, honestly. Okay, and then that gonna need a cargo wagon, which it doesn't have right now. Just chuck some fuel in it. Go get a cargo wagon. Wait, why is that orange? Like purple. Why is that purple? I've never seen a purple station before. Oh, because it's max train 1, and there's a train there already. The only one that I did that with. What's happening? Oh, okay, the box filled up. Okay. Well, then in that case... we should do an overflow valve. Wait, I thought we had one of those. Ah, there's a couple things going on wrong here. Purified water filled up. And that box filled up. Okay, so purified water filling up is not a problem. The box filling up, that's a problem. But we have... no, box filled up. Well, then would that mean... I'm having a moment where I just cannot remember how things work. If box fills up, then I don't want the nitric wastewater to be going to here. I want the nitric wastewater to be going over here. Okay, that's where I was going wrong. Overflow valve. Yeah, that's where I'm going wrong. Okay. We got there. We'll get there. And then my overflow valve is somewhere here. This is why I don't want a bigger inventory. I'll never find anything. And then does everything work happily from then on? Yeah, everything works again. Does it? If you point it the right direction, it does. A box is full of sodium nitrate. I'll do another box anyway, just so that way, just in case we really need it, because we will need it for the nitric acid later. In case we need nitric acid, of course. Okay, so that's going back to producing. I was getting some stuff. The stuff I wanted to get was steel so I could make a cargo wagon. It wasn't actually steel. I thought it was, but it wasn't. It was iron. Do I use a main bus? A main bus might be a little bit extravagant way of putting it. I have sort of a bus thing going on. There's kind of the main bus and secondary bus. There's things in the middle. Kind of. Last time I did lots of little mini bases, get the resource from scratch, and had like other specialized bases, such as ones that would just be huge amounts of mineral sludge and that would be ported around the base. The other way, and then those bases things would like make the ores that were needed, and then those ores would get the plates or whatever was made would get shipped to the places that needed them. That was how I did it before. My plan this time is to have something sort of like a bus, but I mean, quite frankly, I don't know quite. I don't have that much of a plan right now. I'm sorry. We'll see. Right now, I am doing a bit of a bus thing. Yeah. Why are these? Are these just producing too slow? What's going wrong here? I thought this was fine. Oh, carbon dioxide's low. Okay, well that's an easy fix. I mean, that's actually a super easy fix. You just got to get some liquefiers, which I have no iron for, and then just wonder where you went wrong in your life. It's where you ran out of iron. That's where you went wrong. It's not hard to figure out. How are we doing for time? We are at 2 hours 49 minutes streaming. So I'll be stopping in the next 10 minutes, so I'll just be getting a couple more things done, and then I'll be calling it quits for tonight. Look, I just want to say I really appreciate having you guys here tonight. Been good. I really do appreciate you spending your time with me. I'll do a proper closeout later, but I just wanted to say that. Wow. There's so much text so it doesn't even fit in the window. Tony, you really know your stuff. I shudder to ask you the question that all Factorio players and all players of a game like this ask each other, which is like, oh, how many hours have you spent? I don't know if I want to know. I mean, if you're able to do one of these runs in like 100 hours, you know your shit. And I bow to your knowledge, sir. Wait, carbon dioxide is full here. Unless these two carbon dioxide things aren't actually related. Which would make sense. Because I'm pretty sure this one would probably, if it's going off the... Yeah, so that carbon dioxide isn't enough, and I really don't want to strain it more than it's already being strained. But what I might do is grab a liquefier from down here. I don't think I got the resources for it. Oh, no, I do. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the logic I have is as long as you're having a good time, then yeah, play what you want. I promise you I'm not judging. No, not out of wood pellets. Out of charcoal. Oh, really? That's a lot of hours. I don't know Colonel Will, but yeah, I'm not even at 1,000 yet, so I'm at like 900 or something. Actually, what am I at? Meh. 951, almost at 1,000. I think there's very few games. I don't have many games at 1,000. Oops. So we've got to keep bringing this up. That's fair enough. What I'm going to do is just put that onto there. That actually help? Who knows? Certainly tried to help. I mean, every now and then I enjoy watching like the teams of speedrunners do this game because I find it absolutely fascinating. Just the amount of like precision they have in their spreadsheets. Ah, I am in awe of those runs that I've seen. I think what I actually want to be coming in down here, so if I come down like here like this, like I will never be a speedrunner. I dawdle way too much, but I admire the speedrunners. I just can't do it myself. Bye. I wish I could run a speed run, but I'm just like, yeah. I tried to figure out Hell mod, and I was just like, I don't get this. Like, I think it's installed, but I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure it out, and I went, you know what? I don't actually care about efficiency that much. And just closed it, and that was the first time I've reopened it since. Like, yeah, you know what? Efficiency's for people better than me. I mean, the answer is more. Like, I'm going to give you a very childish answer, but the answer is you need more. Like, I don't care what number Hellmod gives you, the answer is you need more. Check your numbers. You'll see I'm right. What I'm going to do. Even bring. Yeah. No, that's alright, actually, where it is right now. Oh, that signal's not happy about life. I mean, honestly, once I get the... When do I get the... What are they called? Requester chests. When I get to requester chests, which is... Oh, never mind. I thought I was way closer to requester chests. Are requester chests really that far away? No, that's requester chest 2. I request chest once. Okay, requester chests. Ah, they're still a while away. When I get to requester chests, then the mode of playing will probably change quite a bit. What are they called? Train stations? What are they called? What do you call a train station? They're called stops. Okay. Really? Oh, it's not called a train station, it's a train stop. Geez, they're very different. Gosh, get it together. Uh-oh, the drunken music started. Not from here, just like that real quick. Outside, you can hear people partying. Partying on a Saturday night. Back in my day, I didn't party. Still don't. Never. Too busy playing factory simulation games. Oh, okay, no. Pandemic, not quite the same in New Zealand. We are in a pretty good state. We have no cases in the community. Everyone's in managed isolation. So yeah, it's not as bad as you think on that one. We are like we don't need masks except for like on trains, just as a precaution. No, New Zealand, not Australia at all. That is an offence. How dare you, sir? I kid, I'm not actually offended. Anyway, so with that... yeah, I suppose. Okay, you got me on that one. Yeah, well, let's just do the plastic drop, empty cargo. Still down under, but not Aussie, and that's the important thing. And plastic is delivered, and then I just got to attach it to the connect to the belt, and then we're I am trying to live in Auckland. I am in Auckland right now. It's good. I love Auckland. Yeah, New Zealand's lovely. I like it. I mean, I'm not saying the place has no problems, of course, but generally it's pretty good. Actually... Oh, shit, yeah, I guess it would be. Wow. Yeah, fair enough. I respect I respect that being a hell of a flight. You know what? I actually don't need these to be on the belt. Anyway, I have got to head off. I respect that. Anyway, I got to head off, everyone. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate having you guys here. If you would like to watch this series on YouTube, it is on YouTube at youtube.com/SeiferKatt, spelled the same way as the Twitch channel. You can find me there. If you've been enjoying the stream and you haven't given me a follow, please give me a follow. I tend to play around this time 3 nights a week, usually for 2 hours. But you know, if you want to see this factory grow, otherwise, of course, follow me on YouTube. Hey, and thanks everyone for joining me today. I've really appreciated having you around. It's been fun. I'll hopefully see you guys later. Take care, everyone.